There are different tools and references in Brazil applied for the infrastructure public sector, very important for companies to operate with. It's not necessary to engage in any kind of corruption, to have a license approved, to engage in a consortium with the government. If you have the correct information, if you have the correct reference how to operate in this scenario, it's plenty possible to have business in Brazil. If you really care about being in an environment in which this kind of situation will not be a risk for you anyhow, pay attention on the São Paulo state regulatory agencies that created a very good environment for investment. The crisis today has strong linkage what happened 25 years ago when we start to build new institutions in Brazil. We have strict conditions to manage our budget in Brazil. And what happened after 14 years that we approved this law is Dilma Rousseff is being threatened about impeachment because she disrespects the fiscal law. It is not anymore possible in Brazil to play with the public money. Well, I would say that the change has already started in terms of the regulatory framework for investment in Brazil. When Dilma, the current president, started to face a real economic crisis last year, she decided to move in a new direction if you compare what she was done in the previous term. She trying to move in direction to a more market-friendly framework. And she has been implemented this change. The environment, the regulatory environment right now is much better than it was last year. So the participation of the requirement for the participation of state-owned companies in these projects has already been removed. So we has already good news in terms of a more market-friendly regulatory framework in Brazil. With the new president, if this happens, this trend will increase. And I think there are several opportunities in Brazil for business right now. We have a very interesting program in energy, solar, wind, electric power plants that are requiring for investors. So the energy sector definitely is one of the most important opportunities.